Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, if you can't tell by the title, we're going to be playing with the Beauty Bay Age of Opulence palette again. Yes, I've only played with this palette once, but I wanted to sit down and play with it again and do another look. So yes, look at it, it's beautiful. I'm feeling to go with more of the blues today because I didn't use them in my first look. I used mainly like the purples and then like the tealy kind of colours, but today I want to use the blues, so that's what we're going to be using today. I'm super excited. So yeah, so if you haven't seen my first video where I do talk through the whole palette and I do swatches, that kind of thing, if you haven't seen that, I will link that video up in the cards, also at the end of this video as well, in case you want to check it out. But yeah, today we're going to be playing with the palette again and I'm excited, so let's jump straight into it. Back, I've literally just quickly primed my lids using the Beauty Bay Eye Base in number 2. Everything that I use, I usually link in the description box as well, and I'll also link the palette in the description box as well. With that, it is my own code, so I do earn a small amount of commission from it, so any kind of support that you guys give me would really help me out a lot and mean a lot to me. So yeah, so they're literally just prime my lids. So let's jump into the palette. I really want to take the shade Curfew, which is this dark blue shade here. So yeah, also guys, I didn't mention in my last video I did basically compare similar shades from the Book of Magic palette. So if you are interested to see if, you know, if they are similar, if they do have similar shades, make sure to check out that video because everything will be there for the similarities, that kind of thing, my own opinion and all that jazz. So yeah. So I'm just popping this shade down. It's very deep. I feel like you kind of have to build it up because it's such a dark shade. It's more like firmly pressed into the pan. That shade is really pigmented. I feel like it's just taking a little bit of time to kind of like build. I kind of feel like you have to go in a few times to really get it packed on. However, it still packs on really well. It's not patchy. Definitely doing the job, so that's good. And it is super pigmented as well. I'm then going to go into the shade Lavish, which is this bright like electric blue shade, and I'm going to start to blend around the edges of Curfew. Oh wow. That is beautiful. That's a really nice shade. There's a lot of like fallout with this shade, however I'm not mad. Like, look at it. How stunning is that? That is so nice. Now, because the blue is quite dark, I'm gonna have to, because the blue is quite dark and there's not another like lighter blue shade in here, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take the shade RSVP. Sorry, my brushes are just like getting back into the pot. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take the shade RSVP, but I might take a little bit of Lavish and kind of mix them together to kind of create like a custom shade, if you will. So yeah, I'm just going to take a mixture of the two and just like gently go around the edges. That is why I like that they have a creamy shade in here, because it's like, it's so much easier if there is a creamy shade, if you're like as pale as me, to basically blend around the edges, because there's not a lot of like light shades in here, other than I would say like the neutral shades, like the blues. There's not, with the tealy shades there's not, the purples definitely not. So yeah, it's good that there is that creamy kind of shade, just so then it can help you blend things out a little bit more, and as you can see, make it a little more seamless. So then I'm just going to take the RSVP shade by itself and then like really get to the edges and kind of like blend it out some more. As well, I would definitely recommend mixing like a cream shade with the previous shade that you've just used. I think that's a really good way to help blend it out a little bit more, rather than just going straight from the blue to the cream, if that kind of makes sense. So yeah, that's my little bit of advice for the day if you're as pale as me. Okay, like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go ahead, jump off camera. I'm going to just build these shades again one more time and build them up, blend them out, that kind of thing, just to like really make them look a little bit more seamless, that kind of thing. For the lid shade, I don't really know what I'm going to take, but that's stunning, isn't it? But yeah, I'll be back to kind of, I'm probably going to cut my crease as well, and then we'll be back to pick a lid shade together and pop that on. I'm excited. So yeah, I'll be right back. I've literally just built up the shades and blended them out some more. I decided not to cut my crease. Like, I thought, you know, let's do a non-cut crease moment. So yeah, I don't really know what to take for a lid shade. Like, do I go with this shade? I mean, that is beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Or do I go into just a more of a, I don't know, like a bronzy shade? What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna go for the blue. And since it's already on my finger, let's just go in with it on the lid, because yeah. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm so sorry. This shade is called Decadent, which is this shade here. I keep doing that. I keep forgetting to say what I'm using. So I'm just going to pop this on, because it is like, because I haven't cut my crease, it's like you can kind of just go in and pop it where you want to. I'm thinking of taking it quite far out, actually. Oh yeah, look at that. That's stunning. I really like that. It feels quite wet, this shade. Like, it feels like very squishy. Like a lot of their shades do, like when you press in, as you can see, it kind of, it's like a squishy shade. However, look at it. Like, look at it. It is stunning. I'm actually just going to pop this on. These shades can be quite difficult to use with a brush. However, you can still use them with a brush, like they still work, but it just depends what kind of brush you're using. So I don't know whether to kind of go in the center with a shade. Like, do I take a little bit of, I have used this in my other video, but do I take a little bit of this shade? 1 second. Just, that shade has stained my finger. I don't know if to take a little bit of Revival, which is this shade, just to pop like in the center. But first I'm just going to go back into the very deep navy shade, Curfew, just on like a little bit on the edges. I mean, to be honest, I don't even really need to, like, look at it. It is stunning. I'm going to take a little bit of Revival, which is this shade, just a tiny bit. I'm just going to pop it like in the centre almost, just to see what that kind of does. Oh, it's definitely done something, hasn't it? Oh yeah, that looks so good. It's just giving it a little bit of an extra pizzazz, kind of. What do you guys think? It's quite a dark look for me, this, isn't it? For in a corner shade, I'm going to take the shade Champagne, which is this shade here. I did use this in my last video, however it is just such a beautiful shade, so we're just going to pop a little bit of that on there. Yeah, as you can see, it's just giving it a lovely glow. Love it. Stunning. Just put a tiny bit on the brow bone, nothing crazy. Yeah, what do you guys think? I like it. I like it a lot. A lot. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to do my lashes, my base, everything, and then we'll be back to kind of talk about the palette again. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. This is the finished look. What do you guys think? Please let me know. It's quite dark for me. You guys know that I usually do like a bright kind of shimmer on the lid, or something that's a little more brighter, if I'm doing such a dark crease. However, I'm not mad. I actually quite like the look. I think it is stunning. Yeah, but my opinions are still the same as the first time that I used it. I think the palette is super pigmented. I really do like it, to be honest. I think it is such a stunning palette. I've obviously used quite a few of the shades now, to be honest with you, and yeah, really happy with them all. I really do like how there's like a creamy shade in here as well. When I was obviously using it before, I explained that I use it to help blend out shadows. I really do appreciate how there is that shade in here. But yeah, the blues packed on, blended out beautifully. I've got nothing bad to say about them. They definitely did the job. The shimmers, obviously I used the Decadent shade, that is stunning, and then I think it works really nicely with Revival topped on top, yeah, like popped on top. So yeah, really beautiful. Really like it. Yeah, I haven't got a bad word to say about it. I think it is stunning. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the palette. Have you already picked it up? Let me know. If you want me to do another look using this, obviously I have used quite a few of the shades now, but if you want me to do more of a neutral look, please let me know, because obviously there are neutral shades in here. But yeah, I have used a few of the purples. I'd love to use some more of the purples, just like do a full purple look, or something like that. So if you do want me to do another look using the palette, please just let me know. But yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I love it. So please let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you picking up this palette? Have you already picked it up? Do you like it? Let me know. Yeah, and yeah, everything else that I'm wearing on my face, I'll of course link in the description box down below as always. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!